Just really nice riffs. What more can you say? I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Charlie C and welcome to my new show. It's called The Record Deal. As you can see, no expense has been spared here. But no, seriously, getting back to the matter at hand. This is my new show. I don't have many viewers at the moment, but I'm hoping that might change over time. It's called The Record Deal because I'm basically letting you know the deal on the latest records. Okay, I don't really actually have any records myself, I must admit. I'd love to, but they're quite expensive and it's much easier to use Spotify. So that's generally what I'm doing these days. But let's get to the point of today's video, and that is a review of Rolling Blackouts Coastal Fever's new album. The album is called Sideways to New Italy. A strange name you might think, but I believe the album is referencing the hometown of one of the band members. That's New Italy, which is apparently a place somewhere in Australia. So there's a little bit of background for you, a little tasty stat. Now, I first discovered this band back in 2017. It was their song French Press, which pricked up my little ears, and I liked them straight away, actually. I'm quite fussy when it comes to music, and these guys, they just had made an impression on me instantly. So that was what brought me onto the band. That EP, which by the same name, was the French Press. After the French Press, they released their first full-length album, Hope Downs, the following year in 2018. And again, that was actually a really good album. I thought I would have probably given that an 8 out of 10 if I was doing these rating things back then, which I wasn't. But the album was also received really well by critics and music fans in general, really. I think Pitchfork gave it an 8.5. And even Rolling Stone gave it 4 stars, 4 out of 5. So, you know, high praise there. And I think it was definitely deserved. Definitely deserved. It was a really good album, just full of high tempo, indie pop, jangly guitar, feel good songs that were well written and had catchy hooks. So all credit to them there. So of course that brings us to now, 2020. Pre-coronavirus situation. The world's in a pretty crazy place, actually, all jokes aside. But you know, we all stick together, march on. It's great to see everybody protesting, standing up for rights. You know, that's what we need to do in this situation. But anyway, politics aside, that's not what this is about. I don't want to bring my political views to the table here too much. This is about the music. That's what we love. So let's get stuck into this album. All right, so let's give this a listen. The first track on the album is called Second of the First. Here we go. So a really good start to the album. I'm in there straight away. They're kind of doing the same thing. I think they're keeping all of those elements of their music that I spoke about earlier. Yeah, let's get into it some more, delving in. Yeah, so really good start to the album there. As I said, it's their sort of signature sound, and it's quite interesting at the end of the song there, one of the singers sort of goes into this sort of almost robot kind of voice, talking about, what's he talking about? Let's have a look. He's like, you draw a straight line to the branches. You feel the gold light coming through. Let's check out the second song on the album. It's called Falling Thunder. Really like this song as well, Falling Thunder. They just make great hooks, this band. Just really nice little guitar riffs. Nice little guitar solo, but that was pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. Okay, track 3 is called She's There. Just really nice riffs. What more can you say? Reminds me a little bit of the war on drugs. Let's take a look at track 4. It's called Beautiful Stephen. Very twangy, that one. I really like the little breakdown in this song. It's just works so well. I was having a little look at what Tom Russo said about this song, and he said, I was thinking about the places that shaped me and shaped us. It's loosely set at the small, pretty tough Catholic boys' school that Fran, Joe and I went to. It would have been better to be in a co-ed school with boys and girls. There's something strange about getting a whole bunch of teenage boys together in a concrete box. It's a bit of an unrequited love song from a teenage boy to their best friend. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Okay, let's dive into track 5. It's called The Only One. Do you like my moves? Do you like my moves? I really like that. I was thinking it reminded me of Foster the People. It was like a Foster the People kind of song. But then that harmonica comes in and just adds something a little bit different to it. Really cool. I like it. Okay, so let's check out track 6, and that's Cars in Space. And I know this one, and if you guys are Rolling Blackouts Coastal Fever fans, you'll probably also know this one because it's been released for, I don't know, a couple of months, as have a couple of the other songs on this album. So I know it's a good one, but let's give it a little listen anyway, just for all your sake, because I'm generous like that. Again, hell of a tune. I think their songs are all sort of relatively similar, really. They all kind of have the same attributes. They're all catchy, they're all sort of upbeat, and yeah, just really, really listenable. So that's what I do, I just listen to them. Okay, so that was another banger. Let's check out number 7, which is called Cameo.
I heard you talking.
So what's Franchini said about this song? The setting of the song was inspired by a place in the city of Darwin. We played at the Darwin Festival, and then there was this after party at the park just next to it. It was a really cool scene. It sort of felt like we were in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. There were all these different types of people all congregated in Darwin. There's someone that I like there, and then nothing happened. As I walked back home, I let my mind go down the alternative path of just being with that person, reaching through to eternity with that person. This is an absurd sort of idea. A bit like letting your mind wander. Letting your mind wander is an absurd idea. Never do it. Always keep your mind on the path. Track number 8, Don't Be Late. No, it's not called that. It's called Not Tonight. I like to dance. You like to move, baby. Another feel-good banger. It's just full of bangers. I might just call this album Pack of Bangers. One of the things I like about this band, and the fact that they do have 3 singers, is that they're able to create these great little harmonies, and you can hear that in this song as with many of their others that are available. So basically in this song, that family member of his is going, don't go out tonight in your cowboy shirt and don't go out getting into a fight. No, that ain't right. Track number 9, Sunglasses at the Wedding. Okay, so with this song, it's evidently slowed down a bit, which I think is probably a good thing, because most of the tracks on the album so far have been a fairly similar kind of tempo, and they've kept with that desire to keep going and driving forward. Perpetual motion, never stopping. But I think this song, it doesn't really go anywhere. It's a nice song, it's got some nice melodies in, it's pretty chilled, it's something that you would probably have on in the background, but it's not gonna, like, you know, blow your world away. Blow your world away. Okay, final track on the album, it's called The Cool Change. So there we have it, Sideways to New Italy by Rolling Blackouts Coastal Fever, and that was an enjoyable event for me. I hope it all was for you, and I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I thought it was pretty damn good. It had a lot of good tunes on it. It made me feel upbeat. It made me want to get out and do some stuff. Not that you can do anything at the moment, but yeah, it got me going. It got me in the mood. And the reason I'm not giving it any higher is because I don't think it was as good as their previous album. And I think they probably could have, although they did diversify their style a little bit in some of the songs, I don't feel those were the best songs on the album. So fair play to them for giving it a good old pop, and well done to the boys. You did a good job, and we look forward to your next joint. Tally ho, see you on the next show.